Way back in yonder olden days of November 2023, I played and reviewed Warhammer 40k Boltgun on the Switch. Needless to say, I had a hard time talking about the game as much as I wanted. Technical issues prevented me from seeing the bigger picture. I did promise that I would return to it once I was able to play it on PC, and now it's on Game Pass. Has my opinion changed? Yes, and also no. Let's talk about it. Warhammer 40k Boltgun is an arena shooter that is highly enjoyable for the first two of its 3 chapters. You play as a space marine on effectively one simple mission: kill everything with a pulse. And once you've killed everything, kill it again just to be safe. The levels are a linear collection of arenas. Between fights you'll collect armor, weapons, and secrets that are often barely secrets. If you're looking for a more intricate game, look elsewhere. If you're looking for a deep story, also look elsewhere. I routinely forgot that this game had a story until the chapter end cutscenes reminded me. This game is only interested in one thing: purging heretics. Boltgun is absolutely not going to do anything about my 98% male demographics. The best thing I can say about Boltgun is that it is a pure power trip provided you play on normal difficulty. Me, I played it on hard mode this time, where you still feel powerful but not invincible. You are a marine in 2-ton power armor, meaning you can wipe out low-level bad guys without breaking a sweat. It's once the game starts throwing armies of chaos marines and big monsters at you that the game becomes really hard. Frustratingly hard, in fact, up to a point at the end of Chapter 2, during the boss fight, where that difficulty just stops being fun and completely dives into tedium. Because Warhammer 40k Boltgun has really stupid AI enemies, going into what I consider to be lazy development, packing smaller maps and simple quantity over quality. The first level of Chapter 3 put me off playing completely, as the game throws huge amounts of enemies that are either just bullet sponges or blanket the map in area of effect attacks, meaning you spend way too much time getting cornered and overwhelmed, or going from full health and armor to 0 in the course of 2 seconds, because I couldn't jump past the 24 nurglings the game spawned. I honestly believe that Boltgun should have ended at the end of Chapter 2 with its admittedly frustrating boss, because that's when the developers clearly ran out of ideas and had to rush the game to completion. Chapter 3 is easily the worst of the group, saved only by the fact that the levels tend to be pretty short, unlike Chapter 2's seemingly never-ending maps. But the game immediately devolves into throwing large quantities of bullet sponge enemies at you and never lets up at that point. And eventually I just gave up out of pure frustration. I felt like I had long since seen everything that the game had to offer, sans one gun, and it's not like the game makes you excited to see how it all comes together in the finale. The reason I went back to Boltgun is because the Switch version is clearly the worst of the group. I wanted to see how the game panned out on a modern system. And to its credit, I did enjoy the first 2 chapters, until everything went south. My verdict on the Switch version remains: the game apparently still runs like crap. Should you buy it on consoles? I'm going to also say no, because I started playing this on Xbox, and this is not a controller game at all. You need a mouse and keyboard for this kind of shooting. Maybe it's because I've been spoiled by how well Dusk ran on Switch. Play it on PC, get it at a price you're comfortable knowing you'll get about 7 to 8 hours of decent gameplay out of before you get to Chapter 3, and then change the difficulty settings once you hit Chapter 3. Oh, and like and subscribe for more of these videos.